And I'm back with more Dragon Quest 11. Hooray for these little bumper screens, because in between time of playing Kingdom Hearts and doing this, I don't play this all that often. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 episodes a week, so it's nice to get a refresher. But Erik is looking for Dirk. He found him in an upper part of Heliodor, and they says he sent the orb to the King's Barrow. So he needs to go through to Cobblestone and the Manglegrove. So that's what we're doing. As stated before, Luminary is going down the Greatsword path, and Erik is going down the Boomerang path for a change of pace. But let's see what happens. It's been a little while. Been focusing mostly on Odin's here. Yep. So, oh yeah, I remember now. I worked my way off screen to doing all of the stuff over there. So I've done that, so I don't have to this time. Hi. Ah, it's great. Ow. Ow. Alright. So that's the one benefit of going down the boomerang path, is that I can knock down people to
who else wants some?
Okay health with everybody else, and then have Erik do cleanup duty. Not the best in bosses, but again, I'm not using him as the main character or in the main party for right now. So 2. Yeah. Let's see, 4. Critical hit chance and attack power, obviously. I'm gonna need another level up for that, looks like. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do after. Haven't decided what I'm going to put, because at time of recording, Kingdom Hearts is about halfway done. So I don't know what next. I'm thinking Legend of Legaia 2. Legaia 2 Dual Saga is probably on the list. You know, because that's going to be a Lee production as well. Other than that, I don't have any ideas as of yet. So it's probably just going to be whatever comes to mind as I do it. Ow. Ow. Ow! You suck! Ow, God! Fucking get it already, Jesus. Okay, that's annoying. Alright, those guys are painful.
Who else wants some?
Yeah, I want to say Odin's here is about... Let's see, at time of recording, probably 20, 30 episodes away? Probably 30. I had to guess. Ow. Ow. God, stop. But it is kind of nice. Because we're just moving right along. And like I said, with the Nier situation, it's not that Nier is something I'm never going to play. It's that I think probably trying to play it while I was trying to do Odin Sphere didn't work out so well. Maybe if I played it during something else, like this, or some sort of visual novel, I'd probably pay more attention to the style of game that it is and calm it down. Because I was trying too hard to just try to bulldoze enemies, and that's not what that game is for. So I'm doing this instead for now, and I can obviously put Nier later on, I'm sure. It's your lucky day! I'm a traveling salesman, and to celebrate us running into each other, I'm going to offer you this special discount. These are alchemy items for later. Okay, these... Definitely gonna want these. Depends on how much I level up eventually, but hey. So 720 for that, and I've still got stuff like pointy hats and another set of... And I've got leather armor as well, so... Yeah, the thing about Dragon Quest is you're not expected to do everything all at once. You're just not. I'm gonna need to get to Woodcutter's hut. That's the big thing for now. I make it to Woodcutter's hut and save. Because I definitely need some fights. But yeah, Dragon Quest is made so you're not supposed to get everything all at once. But everything is going to be a substantial upgrade regardless. Oh, these guys. They're weird. Their whole thing is they could try and do status effects on you with their dances. So, get rid of them before they do. But yeah, money is a commodity in this franchise. There are some monsters that'll give you better money, but you're not really meant to make a lot of money. Whatever upgrades you are able to get, you get them and you enjoy them. Other RPGs kind of expect you to have as much money as you are going to need and get them and be done with it. Ow, you suck.
Easy.
20 gold is nice. Gotta stop hitting the square button.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop myself. Anyway. What's this? Steal from an enemy. I'm not much of a thief, and I know that this game really... I understand the allure of trying to be a thief in games, but Final Fantasy has kind of weaned me off trying to be a pure thief. I don't care how effective it is, I don't care how many good items you can get from enemies, you're taking turns away from doing damage. And especially when his whole thing is to do damage to a whole group, you'd be cutting him out of that to do that. So I'll still make Guile a priority, but not as much as boomerangs. Attack power while wielding, accuracy. Yeah. Should have went attack, but this gives me points right off, so I can always retool. The benefit with this game is you can always respec without really any problem. Get on the thing. Get on the thing. Ugh, get rid of him. Speaking of status effects. Sweet breath, don't want that shit. Him. Oh. Yeah, you missed me. I would have lost a turn. That would have been bad. Let's get rid of you. I don't like you. There we go. Nice.
Ha!
Ugh. Too stunned to move. Great. That's just great. I love you. I love you, Gabe. I love you. I don't love that. And yeah, well, Luminary's missed a turn. Let's hope I get rid of them now. Yay, thank you, Erik.
Another one bites the dust.
Cool. Medicinal herb. As far as, like, off-camera grinding and whatnot, I'll try. It's not a mandatory thing I have to do. Especially episodes like this, where I'm getting places now that we're finally in kind of a working the way through to dungeons, and not really getting to dungeons yet. Because this is technically a dungeon, but it's a way to get somewhere. But it'll also depend on where I'm at in the scope of, say, a week, in the scope of doing stuff, you know, staying busy. Because grinding isn't really a necessity in stuff like Odin's here, but for a game like this, yeah. Sword Mastery, well, that's up there. Pep Chance, oof. Critical hit, attack power. Ooh. So yeah, attack power first, And I think what I'm gonna do is zap. I found this doesn't work to my liking, so zap is more straightforward. Zap is just lightning. It's exactly what it sounds like. Ah! Ah! Those are too big. Too big a lips. Excuse me. Oof! Yeah, much better.
Another one.
So this game's gonna be in for the long haul quite a bit. So I'm gonna take my time and enjoy it. Am I gonna get everything done? No. But he's dead. Oh yeah, 10 instead of, well, 15 instead of 10. Look at it. Ow! Suck. But yeah, this is the main game going forward.
Ha! Easy.
Because by the time this gets done, Odinseer's going to get done too. So Super Mario is going to take its place. And that's going to be a shorter game, for sure. Oh man. Well, might as well get rid of him. Ow! But it is kind of nice that we're out of the tutorial bit. We're finally getting out in the world, doing a thing. A lot of fights in this episode, so I may not need to grind off camera either. Ooh. Hello. They wanted me to do this as a quest, so let's do it. All right. And the cool thing is that there's enough versatility in the game system that you can do multiple playthroughs for this game. Cool. You're able to like do a new playthrough and try new things and work around the system and see. Because it's not just enough that I like the story. It's that there's something nice and easy and familiar to understand and dig back into like every couple of years and not feel burdened. There's a mini medal. Because I've proceeded under the assumption that I'm not going to beat everything in a first playthrough, though I'd like to. My thing here is, can I do enough in a playthrough that I feel confident that if I wanted to play a game again, I could watch myself play it on YouTube again, or I could just do it on Twitch or something. Because the playthrough in this is very extended. Because there's like two main parts to the story, and then there's a part 3, which is a post-game. And trust me when I say this, the post-game is intense. That's your challenge mode. That I am not going to do right off the bat, because that is intense.
Easy.
Cool, get medicinal herbs. So I stated this before, that my goal right now is just do the main story. And much like, say, Final Fantasy X, if I wanted to do side questing, I'd save it for its own mini playthrough of sorts. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Ah, crap. Well, that... I guess this was expected. Uh-oh. Hooray! Didn't hit me. It's really, at the end of the day, I'm going the wrong way, and I'm getting in a lot of fights. No, at the end of the day, there's nothing stopping me from doing as much stuff as I can. Just... Oh... It's bad, but he can hit me. Because it's a give and take, I think, for playthroughs. Because you want to do enough that you feel you've given everything and you've shown everything. But there also comes a point where it's like, there's everything that we have done, but we're also like, there's so many games out there, especially coming out the end of this year and going into next year specifically. You know, the new Yakuza game, Persona 3 Reload. I watched Recode, and I'm going to play that on Twitch going soon, but I'm probably going to do a playthrough of that for YouTube someday, you know. So there's all sorts of things that one can and can't do. And it's really just, you know, there's not enough time in one's day to do everything. It's enough as is that I'm already doing 2 games for YouTube and a game on Twitch now. And these videos are longer, but, you know. But you can see in my head, it's like, well, I can't go there for sure, but I can get this. But I think people can understand that. What? What the fuck? Weird. Not even a mimic. Just empty. Fuck. But people can understand that, like, every game is different, and every game expects you to do different things, and for me, I sit here and I go, what is the next thing? Because it's enough that there's always something else to be done, to be excited for, but there's also something to be like, okay, this is my focus now. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I need to do. So, what is this thing?
Look at that. A campsite. And just when we needed one. Still a fair way to Cobblestone. Let's rest up for the night.
Yeah.
I still can't get over old Dirk. He didn't just go straight, married, shop in the best part of town. He went straighter than straight. Just like that. We used to be thick as thieves. Literally. We'd travel the world, always on the hunt for loot. Ah, those were the days. Oh, speaking of which, I just thought of something we acquired back then that might come in handy. Yep, I've decided. I'm giving it to you. You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it.
Oh, yeah. The alchemy pot.
The fun-size forge. Pop a few raw materials on top, bash them with the porta pounder, and bumps your uncle. New equipment. And I'm not just talking steel swords and the like. Wooden boomerangs, a natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it. Sweating over a hot forge was never exactly my style. But I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did. You can't just go smashing stuff together willy-nilly, though. You'll need the recipe for the piece of equipment you want to... Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot.
So yeah, this is the main way of getting good equipment throughout the game if you pile up a bunch of materials. So, in lieu of always buying something, you can make it. But trust me when I say this can get tricky the higher it gets. So, it's not always perfect, and I might need to restart a few times. Bronze swords, daggers.
There are recipes hidden all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet.
So this is, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get a new broadsword or anything like that, but hey, they're giving me the items, so might as well. That's a bandana from Dragon Quest VIII. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Can't. Well, of course. You see the buff to his defense? Jesus. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that is a maybe sometime later. Now, getting more money. So the idea is your main goal is to try and use all your skills to try and nab those little, there's like a little crystal. There's also a little range where it's still going to be a good item, so you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it within a range. But you have to do it with the set amount of SP or MP that you have for the forge. Or HP, but you'll get different skills as you go, but they do cost skill points to use, so you gotta be careful. It's called focus, by the way. And the temperature will change too. There we go. And that's pretty good, so... If you do it really well, you'll get a +3, which is even better, weapon-wise. And Perfectionist Pearls are for redoing things. Love it. Well, that would definitely be a buff if I was using those daggers, but might be something worth selling. But for now, I'll call this an episode. I'll probably work my way back to the armor seller, or the weapons guy, if I got money for those. It looks like a couple fights off camera I'll have money for at least the copper sword. You know, the copper greatsword or whatever. But I'll work my way back here before the next video. And I'll see you guys then.